Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we're going to do topic 1 in the MEM675 Industry Management, and the topic going to be basic concept in operation management. I will divide into 3 videos for this topic. So the first part is to learn about the nature of production or operation management and the function of production or operation manager. Okay, and the learning outcome from this part is to discuss the nature of operation management and also to recognize the function of operation manager. Okay, what is operation management all about? It's about a system, okay, and a process that create goods or service. Okay, so the management of a system or process that create or transform into goods or services. And the objective of this operation management is to efficiently use the resources wisely and cost effective and effectively making the right decision and successful implementing them. Okay, that's what they want out from the operation management.
Okay, let's do this. Today I'll talk about operations management. In our day-to-day lives, we routinely deal with both physical goods as well as services. But where do these products or services come from? This is where operations management comes into play. Looking closely at the production of such goods, we're able to take a peek inside the black box, which is the production process. Operations management can be defined as the management of the entire process that transfers inputs into outputs. Outputs are said physical goods or services. Inputs can be material, manpower, and machines. Here's an example from the car industry. The material, metal in this case, is supposed to be reshaped by a machine. This machine, a press in our example, is operated by a machine operator. The metal thus becomes, through the transformation process, a finished component, which is assembled on a car as the output of this process. A central aspect of operations management is the improvement of the transformation processes, which can be accomplished by concepts such as total quality management, Kanban, or total productive maintenance.
Okay, the video shows the summary of what all production management is all about. Okay, they mentioned about the raw material as the input, and then there's a transformation process, and then the output will be the finished good. Okay, and the main part is to know that we need to have control in the overall process. So the keyword is input, in which we include raw material, labor, information, and capitals. And then they have transformation process. And then the output, for example, it can be finished good or services. Okay, and they are using these 3 basic functions that you will always come across, in which finance, okay, operation or production, and also marketing. Okay, the word production and also operation is the same in the same context, so it will be used interchangeably throughout the course. Okay, so the control is very important, as we can see here. Okay, so we need to monitor the progress and also to take corrective action. Okay, it's not a one-way process. If they have an issue on the quality, or maybe they have an issue in the design, so they must have feedback and they must do a correction. Okay, type of operation. Okay, when we talk about operation, we sometimes look into producing goods, but don't forget about the services. They are also fall into the operation category. Okay, for example, the common one, producing goods such as in mining, okay, construction, manufacturing, power generation, and also in services, okay, for transportation and storage, for example, in the warehouse, okay, Post Laju, for example, okay, we have JT Express and so on. So they give service of what? Service of delivering, okay? And also hotels, okay, airline and so on. So it will fall under the category of service. Okay, exchange. Exchange means that there's a transaction. It can be in the monetary form, in which it happened in banks, and also in the library. Okay, we borrow books, there's an exchange there. And also entertainment. Okay, we go for a movie. It's also considered as operation, in which it goes under the entertainment. Okay, like for example, astro and so on. And also communication falls under the operation, in which it involved with the radio and television, okay, and then the communication, telecommunication service such as Maxis, okay, we have Celcom and so on. So sometimes we look only in the goods, but also don't forget the service, okay. Okay, what actually operation manager do? Okay, these are the responsibility of the operation manager. Okay, they do planning. Okay, they need to plan on what? Plan on the capacity, plan on the location, plan on the inventory, whether to make or buy things. Okay, do the scheduling and so on, and also they will organize everything, okay, process, organize the machine and so on, and also control. They need to control the process. If they don't control the process, the whole system gonna be haywire. Okay, control on the inventory, control on the quality is very important, on the cost. You don't want to produce a high cost, and also productivity. And it also involves with the staff. Okay, how many workers that you need for the day? Okay, how many line that need more operator than usual? Okay, so operation manager need to tackle all these issues. And the main point is the operation manager need to be a leader. Okay, they need to lead, they need to motivate the employees. Okay, they need to influence the employees to work together. Okay, build up the teamwork and so on. So that's what operation manager roles. Okay, this one is the overview, same as the previous one on the definition. So remember, we have the input, we have the transformation process, and then we have the output. And don't forget that we have to make sure there's a control in which we involve with the feedbacks. All right, let's look at one example. Okay, we look at into goods or product. So we choose canned vegetables. So we look in the first part is the input. We have raw vegetables, okay? We need all the veggie to be cut up. And then we also need this metal sheet. Metal sheet is for what? To make the can, okay? And also we need water, energy, labor, and so on. Then we have the process. Okay, the processing involved with the cleaning, making the cans, okay, cutting the vegetable, cooking, packaging, and labeling. And what we get, okay, these are the scenario in the vegetable can factory. And as the output, we have the canned vegetables to ship out to all the stores. Okay, that's how the process. So we have input, processing, and then we have the output. And remember, we need to control everything. Okay. Okay, let's look into the services. Okay, we take a look at hospital. Okay, hospital. You also have input, you also have processing, and it also has output. So the input for the hospital, it includes the hospital itself, the building, okay, the medical supply, the doctor, the nurses, and what are the processing involved, okay, and then we go into the ward or we need to see the doctor. We have examination, and sometimes if we need a surgery, okay, monitoring, medication, and therapy. So what is the output? Okay, the output is healthy patient. Okay, after you go through all this process, you will be healthy, and also sometimes, yeah, not really healthy. So we the point is to produce or to get the patient to have a good health. But sometimes, yeah, it happened. Okay, there's a disease, the patient disease, and so on. So they have a different output. Okay, when we talk about the transformation process in the organization, we need these three main functions. It must have these three. If not, it won't work. Okay, finance, operation and marketing. Operation also, they use the word production, okay? Remember, I told you it's the same term, it's interchangeable. So we look into the finance first. What is the role of finance? What is the function of finance? Finance is the, we can say, department to find the money or to secure the fund, okay? Because finance will involve with the paying the bills, okay, collect payment, find the loans and so on. That's the finance job. And then we look at the operation. This is where the operation management involved, okay, in which we create goods or services. We involve with the design. We also involve with the layout, and the quality is under operation, okay, means that they have to produce a good quality product or service. And operation must be quick in response and also flexibility if there's any problem. And the third one is marketing. Marketing is very important because the marketing who generate the demand, okay? So the marketing department will identify what consumer wants, okay? And then give the information to operation. So operation will design based on the customer wants and needs. And the finance will find the fund to make the product, okay? So that's how they link together. And also marketing involved with the pricing, advertising, and promotion. So it must interconnected these three main functions. So the easy to remember is the FOM. Okay. So these are the example. Okay, in manufacturing, we can see that we have FOM. So we have the operation in which involved with the facilities, okay, inventory, quality, design, process. And for the finance or accounting, they have on the fund manager, okay, capital requirement, also the disbursement of credit, meaning that they have to do the payment or collect the payment, okay. And marketing, they do the sales, promotion, advertising, and market research. Okay, let's look into service. Okay, we take example the commercial bank. Okay, for example, Maybank, Bank Islam. So they also have operation in which it cover the teller. Okay, all the people at the counter, and also they do the transaction process. They have the design layout of the office of the bank and so on. The maintenance of the ATM machine, the online banking, so under operation. And finance, they need to do the investment, okay, security, real estate, and so on. And don't forget, they have also marketing, in which involved with the loan. Okay, they're offering to the customer on their loan, okay, on their mortgage, and so on. Okay. Okay, why we study operation management? Why we engineers need to study? Because we involved with the operation. We involved with the making of the goods, okay? Create the service. So OM is one of the three major function, FOM, in any organization, any business, any industry. It will involve these three main or basic function. And we want and we need to know how goods and services are produced. What are the process involved? What are the material involved? Okay, what are the quality needed? So all of that falls under the operation management. And the third one is we want to understand what operation manager do. Okay, the position of operation manager can be from engineering side or even the management side. And operation management is the most costly part of the organization because it involves with the machine, it involves with the lots of employees, it involves lots of raw material. So consider the most costly part of the organization. Okay, what are the scope of operation management? Okay, it's a lot. Okay, the first one, forecasting. You will learn forecasting in chapter 2. Okay, capacity planning. Okay, you will learn it I think in chapter 5 or 6. Scheduling. Okay, manage inventory, how to manage your raw material, your finished good. Okay, and then how to ensure you have a good quality product or good quality service. Okay, we will learn that also. And then we also have human resource, how to motivate and train the employees. Or we also go into the locating of facilities, okay? Where is the best location? And then involved with the supply chain, and there's lots more, okay? When you go for your practical, okay, for your Latin industry, if you involve in the manufacturing, you will see some of this scope. Okay. Okay. Where are these operation management job? It can be plant engineer. It can be quality manager. Okay. It can involve with the process improvement consultant, operation analysis, supply chain manager, and so on. It can be in the factory. It can be in the banks. It can be in the hospital. Okay. It's a very wide range of area that operation manager can go into. Okay. For example, oil and gas. Yeah, they also need operation manager, how to deal with the or do the scheduling of their equipment, offshore equipment, and also what is the best way on their inventory. Okay, so it's very important roles for the operation manager. So that's all for the part 1. Okay, and for the part 2, we're going to look into the difference between good and service, how to differentiate them, what are the character for these two, and also we will learn the 10 strategic decision in operation management. So I see you in part 2. Okay, bye.